bar none, this is the best intro sequence we are ever going to look at in this series. I hope I am correct because the LSU Tigers has the most insane NCAA 07 all the way up to NCAA 14 and college football 25 intro sequences. Bar none in this series so far, guys. Welcome back to episode of my NCAA series, where we go ahead and take a look at different intros of different teams from NCAA 07, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and college football 25 to see how much they have changed over the last 25 years. As always, this is a request-only series, so if you want me to do a certain team, tell me down below. I think we are now on our 8th team. I thought last video we were like on our 13th or 14th. We're on our 8th team, okay? My math was a little bit off. I wasn't mathing. But LSU is a powerhouse in the NFL. They obviously have Joe Burrow. They obviously have Jaden Daniels. Jamar Chase made it to the NFL. Justin Jefferson. I mean, they have the best quarterbacks in the NFL, the best receivers in football. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Underwear, I like to call him. Tyrann Mathieu, who's made it to the NFL, obviously. Ethan Pollock. Patrick Queen. Ed Ingram. Grant Delpit. Tre'Davious White. I mean, the list goes on and on. This is insane. There's a lot of players in the NFL from LSU. So, they're one of those powerhouses, kind of like Alabama, kind of like Notre Dame, who produce a lot of NFL content. Now, the early NCAA games don't really have that much of an intro, but you will see once we get to 11 and beyond, these intros get a little bit insanely crazy. So, as always, we have the band on the field doing their little band stuff where they do like the different symbols, which I still think is so freaking cool. I could never be in band because I'm telling you right now, I would mess up one of these and it would be horrendously bad. I wonder which college team has produced the most first-round picks. I feel like that's Alabama, which we have not done yet, but I feel like it's definitely going to be Alabama. Just because Alabama, I don't know. I feel they're like most of these top college teams are like NFL teams when it comes to like how they run their programs. Alabama if you get someone from Alabama, you know they pretty much played 4 years in the NFL. I also went ahead and fixed NCAA 11. In my previous videos, NCAA 11 was broken to textures. I did fix it. So now it actually is pretty dang good and amazing. Also, I think this is the first NCAA we have here where there's a live tiger on the field. So, usually we get mascots when it comes to, most college teams. Like the Gamecocks has a mascot. Notre Dame Fighting Irish has a mascot. But for some reason, and I didn't know if this is it, you can tell me down below if you're an LSU fan. Did you guys do this in real life? Because I'm not sure if it's NCAA 11. I thought it was. But there's a caged tiger on the field in some of these upcoming NCAAs. It might not be 11 then. I thought it was going to be 11. It definitely is in 12. But do you guys see that? Like, is that a real thing? You got, like, caged tiger on the field. The Lions wanted to do that for the longest time. Dan Campbell really wanted to put a lion on the field. And I know with the Bengals back in like the 90s, we would put a Bengal tiger on the field. It's very dangerous. You don't want to do that just in case something happens and a player, a tiger gets loose and, well, you have a whole entire issue there. But, okay, so it's not in college football 11 or NCAA 11. I think it's an NCAA 12. I just remember when I recorded the series here, this team especially, maybe it's in college football or NCAA 12 here. Let's see how this one goes. Because I just remember there's a live tiger in a couple of these games here, which, again, can't imagine the PR nightmare if a live tiger got loose in the game. Patrick Peterson also was on this team. And Mason Smith, who I actually don't think he was anything in the end. Anthony Bradford, the less successful not Sam Bradford. Oh, yeah, here it is. Cheerleaders on top of a cage with a tiger. Part of me thinks, right? Cheerleaders, they're on top of the cage. Their legs swinging back and forth. If one by accidentally swung inside the cage, I'm sorry. I went to college for business, okay? I'm thinking about logistical nightmares from a PR point. Because I don't know how you explain that. And also how the NCAA would ever try to get away with that. That would be a nightmare to say the least. But did that guy have no legs? Hold up. Did that one guy on the ground have no legs? I know this is Navy. But I feel like low-key he had no legs. But I guess not. Alright, well, also, as always, these earlier college games, NCAA games, they couldn't use the player's likeness or their names or anything like that, so they just have numbers on the back of the jersey, and that's pretty much it. Which, I get it. I get it. This is before the NIL deals. Nowadays, they can use a likeness because they're getting paid millions of dollars. Back in the day, they could simply not. Alright, so I think we have more of the live tiger on the sideline in this one. As this is college NCAA 13? Yeah, 13. This is 13. Then we have 14. Then we have college football 25. I keep calling it college football like instead of NCAA. I don't know why. My brain is so accustomed to just saying college football now. And with college football 26 come out in July, not on PC, so we can't mod it, sadly. My brain's just automatically going back to it every single time. Got the Gators versus the LSU Tigers. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to do that again. I think I'm going to do Boise State in an upcoming video, because I do love the Boise State field being blue. And there's a tiger again. I guess technically, never mind. I think the bars are small enough that no one... I thought the cheerleaders' legs were a little bit longer, okay? I thought they could actually fall into the... I don't think they could fall into the cage. I think we are good. Now, this is the last NCAA that actually has a good intro, in all honesty. Not crapping on NCAA 14, but NCAA 14 is kind of mid because it has, like, a movie intro. Which, I like these type of intros. I think these type of intros are cool and dope. When you go with the movie style, I feel like you're going too Hollywood on us, and I'm just not that much of a fan of it. So, this is NCAA 14 right now. Bam. It's a movie. They create a movie in the game. And that's pretty much, yeah, it's mid. I'm not going to lie to you. It is absolutely mid, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Overall wise, still a great, amazing game. One of my favorite games, NCAA 14. And see, this is the problem. See, PR nightmare right there. Players literally getting in a fight with the tiger. Not something you thought you would ever see. Someone getting in a fight with the tiger. Purdue, what's going on in your life? See a tiger on the field, the first thing you do is, I'm going to go up there and talk crap to it. Yes. Aggravate the tiger, the live animal on the field that can actually take you out. Okay, this kind of goes hard. Never mind. College football 25 might go hard, bro. This kind of goes absolutely hard. All right, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, and who would you like me to do next for this series? Again, I do have a playlist on the channel if you'd like to check out the other versions of this series. Peace out.